Lightspeed LEGO Unit number 79, set 75396. This Sarlacc Pit is weird. It's by far the largest LEGO's ever made, and that kinda works both to its benefit as it does to its detriment. Let's start with the designer's bold creative decision of making the pit oval instead of round, which is just a baffling choice. Doubly so since the aesthetics of the mouth are actually really nice, with the black base suggesting depth, the bit of nougat for the walls of the mouth, and the dark red behind the teeth all just come together for a great look, all to be a tad thrown off with the weird shape. Another thing I'm not a fan of here at all is this. What is this? I'd much prefer to have the tentacles individually adjustable. This just limits the posability without adding much of anything. I think they should have rather focused the play feature around the tongue, like something akin to the 2017 version. Also, a correction to the last Sarlacc Pit review, you can actually fit an entire figure inside the tongue here, so minus the bonus points I gave that one. Now let's get out of the pit and look at the build as a whole, and I'm of two minds on this. On the one hand, I do like that the build is very presentable, and the way the sand is built up is really clean, but that's also exactly where the problem lies. It's built up. Now, of course, it's not possible for LEGO to build a convincing whole without hundreds of pieces to place around it, but adding a very detailed edge to the build makes this look even more like it's a creature emerging from the ground rather than just being embedded in it. So I think the previous sets got it right. The smaller pit without much ground around it is the way to go. However, that probably wasn't possible here since the designers don't decide the budget. They build to it, resulting in the much larger pit here. Now, there might have been another route, and if that were an option, I think it would have been the better one, and that is to include a second skiff instead of a bigger pit. Sure, that would have made the build process quite repetitive, but I think it would have made for an overall better set. Now, speaking of the skiff, I actually like it. A lot. It's easily the best one LEGO's ever made, but it's not quite perfect. For one, they just can't seem to get the nose right. It's way too sharp and short this time. What's also too short is the ramp. Look at it. It's just kinda sad. And a little pathetic. The right side railing can also be swung out like it sort of does in the movie when Lando nearly forced to his demise, and there's a spot for a driver behind the controls. Lastly, another small thing that I would change about the skiff is the height of the support pillars. It should be at least doubled so that the skiff could float above the pit a bit more convincingly. For figures, we have Desert Luke, who's pretty much perfect. The torso print extends nicely down to the legs, and I really like the new hairpiece. And the same goes for Han. These are very simple designs, but well done nonetheless. I especially like his secondary face print. Next is Chewie. It's the same Chewie we've seen a million times, not much more to say there. Then we have Lando in disguise. A great upgrade of the figure we got in 2012, now with added leg print and a secondary face. I do wish he came with a hairpiece though. Lastly, for the regular figures, we got Boba, and it's the wrong Boba. Everyone knows that, everyone's complained about that. It's a great figure, just incorrect in this scenario. Then for the anniversary figure, we got 9 Num, who's got a lovely new head mold. However, the red on his torso is a bit weak. Other than that though, it's a great figure. Overall, it's actually a mostly really good set. The Sarlacc Pit is really the only weak link here, while the skiff and figures are pretty fantastic, even if one of them is just plain wrong, which is a problem. Especially because it's $80 goddamn dollars? Are you kidding me? This is a $60 set at most. But 80? Fuck off. 6 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts below, and like and subscribe for more.